skateboarding is struggling. Skate shops are struggling. I mean, I don't think there's anything bad about turning people who really deserve it pro. You might think, oh, the industry's crowded or flooded or something. It's like there's so many pro skateboarders these days. Because I came from a time before social media, even though people don't purchase magazines as much as they used to be able to hold one and even to open it and take a photo and look at that photo on your phone, it's different than just seeing a photo on your screen that's not in a magazine. So I hope that that stays with people and they realize, you know, how rad it is holding an actual magazine and taking it home, or whether it's sitting on your coffee table or next to the toilet, you know. They're rad. So I because I came from that time where it was, that's where you were, that's where you showed people what you're doing was in magazines or videos. It's really important for me to still have at least one anti-hero ad a year. There's been years where I didn't, and this year I had one so far. No, I had two this year, I think, and one last year with Gus, or I had one. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, it's exciting. Because also just visually for me, I love seeing what Julian Stranger does with the ad layouts. I love working for the photo that day and seeing what the photographer is going to do, knowing that there are double page ads for Anti-Hero. So there's all kinds of levels of excitement and enthusiasm with going to shoot something that'll hopefully become an ad. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's the fun of being in it so long. I don't know. I take pride in being healthy and still skateboarding and doing my job, which I love, you know. It is a job, but it doesn't really feel like one to me necessarily. Things with Anti-Hero are so rad. I say this with such excitement because I got a new Anti-Hero ad. I got a photo with Mike, and what happened was Julian put Nick's ad in the new Thrasher, and then you turn the page and it's my ad right after his. Both Mike Hakula's photos, and Nick also has a Spitfire ad in the same issue. So that was really exciting in the last couple of days, and I know what. I can only imagine what it feels like for Nick to be pro, you know, and shout out to Cody Chapman too. You know, he deserves it and was already pro and came over to Anti-Hero, and Grant Taylor said, if he's going to be pro, he's got to make a part, and Cody made a part. And then Julian gave him a board in Los Angeles in late May. Yeah, haha, even though I'm wearing this Baker hat. I'm so psyched, man. I love Anti-Hero. You know, I mean, everybody that's been there so long, and there's so many veterans. I'm proud of Anti-Hero and Finn Pope and Gus Gordon. You know, I'm not trying to name drop. I'm just telling you what's up. You know, these people that I get to skate with and become friends with and travel. It's awesome, you know, everybody, you know, Chris Fanner and Rainey and Doobie and Trujillo, you know, we still have a Grosso board. I mean, and Cardiel and everyone, you know, I mean, Austin Kenfouche and, you know, Robbie Russo even, and Gerwer and Hewitt, and it's like Trujillo, myself, Julian. And so, you know, Div, I mean, all these people, and God, if I didn't fire off everyone that's pro, it's just, I might remember at the last second.
Come out like a little farther. Right? Yeah. Put the wheel down real quick. Sick. All right, turn around. We just turned Nick Matthews pro on Anti-Hero,
and that was really fun in Chicago. It was really fun keeping that from him, and he thought he was just filming this part, and he didn't understand why he had such a short time period to film this part. And oh man, Gus had a lot longer, and Nick's not a complainer. I don't mean to speak for you, Nick. So it was, I mean, I can say it's funny because he rips and he destroyed it. He did some insane tricks and lines and stuff. So that was really cool. So I'm psyched, you know. I have a whole bunch of footage right now. I know I've said that a lot in the past, like, oh, I want to make a part. But I have a great timeline going. I can safely say, yeah, with Blake Matthews. And I love skating with Mike Hakula and Ben Colin, all kinds of people in New York, you know. Rich Rizzo, I love skating with him more recently. I did a little in the pandemic. So yeah, man, I mean, you see, I'm excited, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm super grateful. And you know, I think sometime when if I slow down ever in some winters, I might be on social media more. But that's something I'd like to talk about. Is I like to be out skating, and I like to keep my body ready to skate unless I'm injured. Right now, I rolled my ankle in Chicago while after Nick went pro. So I have like at least a month I'm not going to skate on my right ankle. So, you know, I used to do Instagram a little bit more, and but I found myself wanting to skate so much in the last 2 years. So that's just my focus. Well, now I have to catch up from traveling. So I have bags that I'll take the dirty laundry out and do that. But then it's on to the next project. So backpack will remain partially broken down, and then I'll take stuff that I'm currently using, my sketchbook, which is like my computer basically, and remix backpack and my backpack. And being a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I ride the subway. I don't drive that often. So I'm going to catch up on all kinds of things. Archiving zines. People give me zines. People give me t-shirts when I travel. Here's something from our skate shop. Here's some stickers. And I try to keep all those things, man. You know, I don't like to just throw it over. I mean, eventually maybe I'll give something to a relative, but people give me tons of stuff when I travel. So I get home and it's like the bag just falls, all the stickers and zines and all this cool shit falls out of my bag. So what I'll be doing while I'm hurt is I play guitar in the last 2.5 years, and I'm just starting to really try and memorize the fretboard and all the notes. So I just drew myself a physical map on a piece of cardboard from my box of Jessup. And I just put it next to the neck of my guitar and wrote all the notes. So I have my own flashcard map.